Hi guys, NCWQ here. So let's go over some earthquakes that have happened in the world since midnight until to now. The first earthquake that we're going to start with is a 4.3, Kuril Islands. We can see where this area is on here. We'll get a 3D view. You can see there's a nice drop off here. And we're going to look over here on Google Earth, and we can see that our 4.3 was within this area on this Google Earth, and this is Shikotan. So we can see it is off of this area, and this part over here is quite volcanic. So we go back to the other Google Earth. We had a 2.1 Puerto Rico. You can see we've had a nice swarm going on over here today. That's pretty much in this area. I don't believe this area is that volcanic, so we're going to go look on here. Yeah, this is Puerto Rico here, so we can see where this swarm is ongoing here. The next one was at 2.3. It was Sicily, Italy. And this is offshore here. So this is Italy area, southern Italy. I'm going to see if we have any views down here. And we do. So we're going to try to find something closest to the shore here. We'll go over this way. And I think we're on land. Wow, check that out. Okay, this is gorgeous. You can see out from the rock view here. Wow. So that's Italy area. The next one was a 2.1, Long Valley. This is California. And we're only using EMSC for earthquakes here, so we're going to check over here on this one for the 2.1 Long Valley. Let's see exactly what's in this area. And we can see this is Long Valley, so we're going to click on this, and it says Long Valley, the area 17 by 32 kilometers long caldera east of the central Sierra Nevada range, formed as a result of the voluminous Bishop Tuff eruption about 760,000 years ago. Anyway, this is Mono Lake over here. We're going to look and see. This is, I believe, the San Andreas, which runs down through here. So we have the quake is over here. Moving on to the next one, 2.4 in Puerto Rico. That is that ongoing from the swarm. Then we have a 2.8, Southern Alaska. And this is Southern Alaska. You can see it's really ridgy over here. And that's Mount Natzahat, and Mount Riggs, and Mount Brooke, and Mount Lambert. So we'll look over here and see if this is a volcanic area. So we go back to the bottom here. And we can see in this area we have Churchill. In Churchill, the Bona-Churchill Massif at St. Elias Mountains forms the highest quaternary volcano in the United States. A 2.7 by 4.2 kilometer wide caldera caps the summit, which is now known to be the source of the White River ash produced during two of the largest explosive eruptions in Northern America's hit during the past 2,000 years. And then Mount Grimsey and the summit of Mount Bona lies 4 kilometers across a high saddle from the younger Churchill, the source vent of the widespread bilobate White River ash deposit, which blankets more than 340,000 kilometers of eastern Alaska and northwest Canada, was initially thought to be a pumice mound that is mostly buried beneath the Cluton Glacier northeast of Churchill volcano. Wow, interesting. So anyway, on here we can look and see that Mount Churchill is right over here, and then you have Mount Craig too. So this is all really neat. That's Mount Constantine there. There's a lot of mountains over in here. So the next one is a 2.4 Puerto Rico region with the swarm ongoing, and then a 2.3 island of Hawaii. So let's go to Hawaii. This one here was 34 kilometers deep. And there's a great crack that goes along here, and it's called Great Crack. Check that out. There's a crack down there. I wonder if there's a view of that. Let's see if we have something, any views. And we don't, but this is called Great Crack, and it goes all the way up this way. The next one was a 2.7 in Puerto Rico. That's part of the ongoing swarm, and a 4.5 Kyushu, Japan. This one is offland. So this is right offshore here. The next one was a 3.2 in Puerto Rico, then a 2.6 Puerto Rico, and a 4.3 in Puerto Rico, 2.9 Puerto Rico, 3.7 in Puerto Rico, and a 2.9 Puerto Rico, a 2.7 and another 2.9 Puerto Rico, and then you had a 3.8 Simeulue, Indonesia. And we can see this one was also offshore. There's a drop off here, and this is Sandbank. So yesterday, when I was doing the Indonesia, there was one on land here, so now there's one offshore. And the next one was a 3.2 Puerto Rico, and then a 3.6 Minahasa, Sulawesi, Indonesia. We can see this one is also offland. No, there's some islands here. Oh wait, this is onshore, sorry. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so anyway, this is where this one occurred. I don't think there's any views in this area. There's some over there, so we're going to go over this way. Coconut trees. Yep, coconuts. There's the coconuts hanging in the tree there. And that was the 3.6 Minahasa, Sulawesi, Indonesia. Then we had a 2.9. And then a 2.6 Southern California. We can see this area here. I'm going to go and look at it over on the other Google Earth. So let's go over here. And we'll see what's in this area. You can see that Spy Mountain there. Then you have Lubbock Lake is here. This is 20 Palms here. And that's Hidalgo Mountain there. And moving on to the next one was a 4.6 in Papua, Indonesia. And that's the Tuku River. I think it's Tuku. Hang on. Taruku. Okay, it's the Taruku River there. The next one was a 3.1 Puerto Rico, then a 3.2 Puerto Rico, and we had a 4.9 Southern Huron. We can see this is a mountainous type area here. If you guys would give me 1 second, I'm trying to work with the color on my monitor here. It's having a little bit of an issue. Okay, so we can see this is a mountainous area. I don't think there's a... Looks like a roadway maybe through here, I'm not sure. But it looks like it. Let's see if we have any views. And we don't. And let me look over here on my other map and see what I can see in that area. Okay, so this is the same area. And this is Shermard and Abad there. And I'm looking on this map. I don't have much in the way of volcanism, but there is some over here. This is Dahaj Maduk and Gandam Baryan. Anyways, they're not within that area. Moving on to the next one. There was a 4.9 South Sandwich Islands. And this is in that area that goes around. And that's South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands there. And this area here is pretty much volcanic. So let's go to my website. And we're going to go pull up the map for South Sandwich Islands. Wrong one. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go to volcanoes on here. And go down here to South Sandwich Islands. Oops. What I did. Okay. South Sandwich Islands. And then we're going to pull it up. And then we can see all the volcanism here. So we're going to look on here and see where this was located. This is 1, 2. So we can see it's here near Bristol Island. And Bristol Island is a 8-kilometer long island lying midway between Montague Island and Thule Island in South Sandwich Islands. It features included Harker Point, Friar Point, Turmoil Point, Heffruin Peak, Trula Bluff, Grendel Rock, Wilson Rock, Friesland Rock, Mount Sorabaya, Mount Darnley, and the Forester's Passage. And now back to this one. Whoops. Okay, so that's the South Sandwich Islands. And we'll do a 3D so people can look at it. And it does drop off this way. It's higher up on this side. The next one is 2.5 Puerto Rico, 2.2 Puerto Rico, and then we had a 4.9 off east coast of Honshu. And that's off the east coast of Honshu. And see if we have any views down in this area. And we do. So we'll go over here as far as we can go. And I think we're inside a building. Oops. Okay, so this is Honshu. Not sure what's up with this building. But not exactly where I want to be. Let's see if we have anything that's not inside. And we don't appear to. We have some, but I don't think they're going to be by the water. So the next one was a 2.7 Puerto Rico and then a 4.1 offshore Coquimbo, Chile. So we're going to go to 4.1 offshore Chile. This one was happening offshore as well. And that's Matos de Halemos. And so we're going to go over here. We'll take a look. Let's go here. Mountainous and mountains. And road work. But we can vaguely see the sea out here. Our next one is a 2.1 Oklahoma. Some kind of lake here or watering hole or something. Not sure what it is. Then we have the Cimarron River is over here. It's like farming. These look like hay bales. The next one was a 2.8 Puerto Rico and then a 4.5 in Southern Huron. Then you had a 3.7 Potosi, Bolivia. Boy, that looks like fracking or something. Maybe salt. That looks a lot like salt as well. Wonder if there's something down here where we can see what this is. Well, no, that reminded me of a salt area. But there is no views that I can find in this area. Also looks volcanic. So let's go look at our other map. This is Estacion Laquais. Yes, this is the Olca Paruma. And Olca Paruma is a 15-kilometer long east-west ridge forming the border between Chile and Bolivia. It is comprised of several stratovolcanoes with Holocene lava flows. Andesitic lava flows extend as far as 5 kilometers north from the active crater of Volcan Olca, and to the north and west from vents farther to the west. Olca is flanked on the west by Cerro Manchincha, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, and on the east by Volcan Paruma, which is immediately west of the higher pre-Holocene Cerro Paruma Volcano. Volcan Paruma has been the source of conspicuous fresh lava flows, one of which extends 7 kilometers southeast and has displayed persistent fumarolic activity. The only reported historical eruption from the complex was a flank eruption of unspecified character between 1865 and 1867, which the Serge Nagyoman notes is based on unconfirmed records. So it's unconfirmed. But this is Luxor there and Acojunchila there. Sorry, I'm not going to say these names right. Anyway, those are the volcanoes that are within this area here. Our next one was at 3.1, Puerto Rico. The next one was at 3.2 in San Juan, Argentina. We can see this area is quite mountainous as well. In fact, I'm going to look over here. See if I missed it. One second, you guys. That way I can find it again. 3.2 San Juan. Oops, I didn't close that one. I lost myself. Okay, hang on. That's 3.2 San Juan. So there was a 4.1 Puerto Rico. And we looked at that one. And then there was a 2.9. And I'm trying to get to it. Here we go. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. 3.2 San Juan, Argentina. This is a Cordillera de Ancita, so it means the Cordillera. And it's a mountain peak. All right. The next one was a 4.5 Southern Iran. Then we had a 3.7 Potosi, Bolivia. A 3.1 Puerto Rico. A 3.2 in San Juan, Argentina. A 4.1 in Puerto Rico. A 2.9 Puerto Rico. And a 4.9 in Mindanao, Philippines. So wait a second, go and check out the one in the Philippines. And I would say this looks like an underwater seamount here. A small one. Then there's a larger one here. And another one here. So these look like offshore. And our next one was a 4.4 offshore Chiapas, Mexico. I say Mexico. So this one was offshore. And we can see there's been quite a few here today offshore. Next one was a 2.5 Puerto Rico, a 2.3 western Montana. Interesting. And these here are used for irrigation of crops and stuff. So let's see what's down there. If we can, we'll go over here. So we can see these are fields, and these are irrigation pipes that go across the fields. I always thought it was neat that they're round. So this looks like nothing more than farming areas. And you can see this, each one of these, the water comes off the sides. It irrigates the fields to get water to them. The next one was a 2.0 in Hawaii. Next one was a 3.0 Puerto Rico, then a 2.7 Puerto Rico, and a 3.6 in Mayotte. This one was 26 kilometers deep. And you can see this is the island here. And then we've had a few on this side here. These here are underwater seamounts. And then we have a strange looking line right there. So we have a, looks like a line of underwater seamounts there maybe. I was just noticing they go as a line. Interesting. The next one was a 2.1 in the Adriatic Sea. It looks like we've had a few over there today as well. So this is a 2.1 in the Adriatic Sea, which looks on land. Don't know if we have any views here. We do. We have one just right by it. Check that out. And that makes it interesting. Here we go. Let's go take a peek. Wow, check out the hills here. And you can see where the epicenter is. Wow, that's a downhill drive. And moving on to the next one. 2.1 Hawaii. 2.5 Western Australia. You guys remember to pray for the people in Australia with all the fires that are going on. It's just horrible. We can see this is the area of the earthquake in Australia. 1 second, let's see if we can pull it up on here. I probably missed it already. Western Montana. I think I missed it. That Mayotte. There it is. Okay, so we can see where it is here on here. And that's a nature reserve here. So this is pretty much over in this area. Our next one was a 2.1 in Puerto Rico, a 2.4 in Puerto Rico, and then there was a 2.1 in southeastern Missouri. And this looks clear to the one, near to the one that it was had the other day. But it might not be. I just don't have it marked, so I can't go and look at it right now. You can see this is cooter here. Let's go see what's in this area, because this looks like farming maybe. But there's no road there, so can't look. Except over there. So anyway, can look at that one. The next one was a 2.7 in Puerto Rico, and then a 1.6 in France. Let's see if there's any roads through this area. There's some here, so let's go over this way. We can see this is hilly over here. So this looks like a park maybe, with a beautiful lake. Check out this lake view. Isn't that gorgeous? With the mountains. This one was 1 kilometer deep. So that was Lac de Minas de Oro. So we'll get a look again at the mountains here. Hang on a second and we'll do a tilt on this, and you can see how steep it is. And then you have mountains around here. It's really cool. So we'll see if we can find it on here for France and see what else is in the area. So here's the 1.7 for France. So you can see the 1.7 was here. And this is Point de Engelon mountain. Oops, we'll go up, give it a view this way. So this is where this one happened here. Moving on to our next one. Was a 3.0 Adriatic Sea, a 3.6 offshore Mexico, a 2.9 Puerto Rico, 2.4 Puerto Rico, and a 3.6 Veracruz, Mexico. Now I'm going to show y'all the swarms that have gone on here today. This is just for today. So these are earthquakes that have happened here. 3.7, 3.4. Then you have a 3.4, 3.2, 3.6, 3.6. You had a 4.0, 3.9, 4.0, 4.4, 4.3. So quite a little swarm going on here. Then you have 3.7 Macocan, Mexico, 3.4 Mexico at 2.7, Puerto Rico at 2.7, Puerto Rico, a 4.0 Chiapas, which is, I believe, this one here, or nope, yep, it is. It's down here. So this is Chiapas, Mexico. 3.4 Puerto Rico, a 1.5 Northern Italy. And this is Babaco Gusto Gerbasuti. I think I said that wrong, but anyway. We'll look on our other map and see this one real quick. 1.5 Italy. So that's the 1.5 in Italy. Nothing too major there. Then we had the 2.6 Republic of North Macedonia. You see we have roads. I don't know if there's a view in this area or not. And there does not appear to be. And then we also had a second one. We had a 2.5 Puerto Rico and another one, 2.4 Republic of Northern Macedonia, 2.7 Turkey-Iraq border. Hi, Rosa.
Hi, Mom.
So this one is in a hilly area as well. Then we had a 5.1 Pacific and Arctic Ridge. And if I'm correct, there was one in this area a few days ago as well. But this is like halfway between Fiji and Tonga and those areas and Chile. And this 5.1 was 10 kilometers in depth, and the F is what they give when they're unsure of the exact depth. Then we had a 4.5 Izu Island, Japan region. And I would say this looks to be a seamount as well. With lots of little seamounts and stuff here in this area. Then you had a 2.7 southern Italy, a 4.0 Veracruz, a 3.6 offshore Mexico, and a 2.1 southern California. So we can see we had quite a few here. And this is Ridgecrest here, so these seem to be like doing a line here. You can see this is Searles Valley, and very interesting. Anyway, the next one was a 3.2 Mexico, 3.4 Mexico, a 3.9 Mexico, and a 5.2 Tarapaca, Chile. So we'll go look at this 5.2. So this 5.2 here part of another part of a swarm going on. As you can see, there's a 3.0 here, 3.7, so then we had a 4.5 Kuril Islands, a 3.6 Mexico, a 2.6 southern Greece, and 1.9 in Switzerland. Let me see, we have buildings down here. So this is Switzerland. Let's see if there's any views here. We have a few. Let's go here. So this is Switzerland. Looks like some digging here. Then we had a 2.0 Northern California, a 4.1 Puerto Rico, and a 1.8 Germany. That was followed by a 2.8 California, a 4.5 Kaplan Babar, Indonesia, a 3.7 Puerto Rico, a 4.1 Puerto Rico, a 3.2 Oaxaca, Mexico, 2.2 Adriatic Sea, a 4.0 Oaxaca, Mexico, a 2.0 Island of Hawaii, a 3.0 coast of northern Peru, and this is near coast of northern Peru, so this one was on land. Then we had a 3.7 Puerto Rico, 4.1 Puerto Rico, a 3.5 Puerto Rico, and a 4.8 north of Franz Josef Land. Interesting where the place is. So it's up here at the top near the North Pole. The next one was a 3.0 Tarapaca, Chile, a 4.2 Puerto Rico, 3.1 Greece, a 2.1 Italy, 4.7 Maldonado, Philippines, 3.9 Central Peru, 3.4 Dominican Republic, 5.1 Dominican Republic, a 4.3 off the coast of Chiapas, Mexico, 3.2 Costa Rica, 2.4 Southern California. So this is back over here. Military Mutts Ranch. That's cool. This is Pet Boarding Service in Riverside County. My country. And then this is the Bradford, formerly Cowboy. Bradford Run. Formerly Cowboy what? Hang on. Formerly Cowboy Campground. Okay. And I just got lost for a minute. Hang on. All right. Then there was a 4.0 Fox Island, Aleutian Islands, a 3.3 Dominican Republic, a 2.6 near the coast of Western Turkey. So we have Turkey. Then we had a 3.7 offshore Coquimbo, Chile, 3.6 Kodiak Island region, so this one is on the drop off as well. You can see the drop off goes that way. Next one was a 4.5 in Puerto Rico, a 3.5 Southern California. So this is back at our little swarm location here, where we've had the 3 in this area. We had a 3.3 Dominican Republic. It looks like a little swarm starting here maybe. Because you got a 3.3, a 3.4, and then a 3.3. So you've got 3 in this area here. So you can see there's a swarm there and a swarm here. We got a 2.0 Western Montana. Yes? Did you get McDonald's for me? Not right this second, no. Hang on, you guys. 1 second. Okay, so that's a 2.0 in Western Montana. This is Black Butte Cabin over here. So this is Bighorn Mountain. And Monument Ridge, Black Butte, Monument Hill, Crater Ridge, Lion Mountain. I think I got lost again. Okay, then there was a 2.7 Nias region, Indonesia, 4.7 Sumba region, Indonesia, 2.2 island Hawaii, and a 2.0 Southern California, 3.9 Puerto Rico region, a 2.0 in Oklahoma, a 4.4 in Taiwan, a 2.3 Southern Italy, 2.3 Southern Italy, and a 2.2 island of Hawaii. Anyways, you guys, just thought I'd do a real quick update on the quakes that have occurred today according to EMSC. I hope y'all are doing well wherever you are in the world. Please be safe and much love.